Everybody, hey, it's Dr. Linda Goggin from Feel Good Functional Medicine. And this morning I'm going to do an overview of new research that you want to know about that's going to change your life because we're all trying to live long and well. We want to come sliding into the plate at the end of our lives and still be active, So today I'm going to talk about some interesting articles that I've listed below in the description. If you're curious at all, I want to know more about want to go read the actual articles I'm talking about. Okay, first off, fish oil. Fish oil, it's a real thing and it does a lot. Okay, and fish oils, when used in IV nutrition, in hospitals. Okay, I remember back when I was a nurse and we used to hang lipids, we used to hang, nutrition that would go by vein. Well, what they found in this first study is looking at people who were hospitalized and got IV nutrition. When they put fish oil in the IV nutrition, it reduced infection risk by 57% and septic risk by 78%. Guys, this is big, right? So you want to make sure if you have someone, a friend, a family member, a loved one in the hospital and they're unable to eat. Usually this is in the ICU or if we're getting TPN or they're having to have gut rest for some reason like a bowel obstruction. You want to make sure that you talk to your doctor and say, is there fish oil in the TPN, the total parenteral nutrition? Because what they did, this was a review showing that fish oils reduce the risk of infection, and severe infection is called sepsis. And they looked at 47 randomized controlled trials talking about the outcomes in people with TPN. And this is fish oil in TPN, much less likely than those who are getting soybean oil. So you don't want soybean oil in there, you want fish oil. And seeing that the risk of infection decreased by 41% for those who were having a combination of MCT and soybean oil, and 44% for olive oil. So olive oil is also good, but the likelihood of sepsis with fish oils was 78% lower. Gosh, that's huge. Okay, so let's think about how we can tell, do we have enough oil in our body? Well, omega-3 fatty acid levels in the brain, and omega-3 fatty acid levels, we're talking about DHA, EPA, fish oil, and you want to have plenty for your brain. What we're understanding now is that the best marker for omega-3 fatty acid levels in the brain is something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. All right, and this is interesting because one day this is going to be the test that you use in order to see if you have enough of the omega-3 fatty acids in your brain. The next study, vitamin D increases muscle strength and mass without changing body weight in mice. Okay, so this is a mouse study. We want to see this in humans, right? But this is important because many of us are struggling with wanting to release weight, wanting to get stronger. We know that as we get older, less muscle mass is correlated with an increased risk of dying. So we want, and all-cause mortality and other issues, right? So we want to get strong. And as we age, this is critically important. So in mice, at least, giving them vitamin D, which is, we think of it kind of for helping us maintain calcium balance and bone health, but it does a lot of other things. It helps with blood pressure regulation. It helps with immune function. It helps with cell growth. And now, so this is the new thing, body composition and muscle strength. So basically, they found that compared to low or normal vitamin D intake, the high intake increased grip strength and lean mass and decreased fat mass compared with the without changing the body weight of the animal. So this is very interesting. And I am a big fan of getting a little bit of sunshine. And in general, vitamin D is a very, very, very safe supplement to take. Talk to your doctor about it. Some people have genetic specialness, uniqueness that makes them have to take more in order to get their levels up. Now, if you've ever had like a super, super low vitamin D, you're one of those people that probably should take vitamin D every day for the rest of your life because it affects so many different things. All right, so the next study, naringenin. Naringenin is something that comes from citrus fruit. It's a flavonoid. And you guys have heard of the fact that fruits and vegetables, they're good for you. Well, naringenin, actually, when they gave this to mice, it helped preserve muscle mass. Another way that when I tell people, how do you get your brain as good as it possibly can be? Exercise, exercise, exercise is one of those key points. And then the other key points is nutrition. We want to be eating well, right? And so this citrus fruit flavonoid helps preserve muscle mass in aging mice and also improve their aerobic efficiency. So, I mean, the message here is fruits and vegetables are really, and with emphasis on veggies, but citrus fruits in particular can be helpful. And this right now, this is just mice, okay? But it just feeds into the idea that eating the rainbow is a good thing. So what they did was they supplemented the diets of young mice, middle-aged mice, and some mice that were more prone to accelerated muscle loss with naringenin, naringenin. Okay, and then they assessed its effects on exercise capacity and aerobic metabolism, and they found that the young adult and the middle-aged mice that got the naringenin could run farther than those that didn't. Okay, middle-aged mice showed improved grip strength. It makes me laugh to think of how are they measuring the grip strength in the mice, okay, and increased calf muscle size. The mice that were prone to developing the muscular dystrophy, they were genetically altered, also ran farther and showed improved grip strength. Interesting stuff. So this is just something, diet is very important when we want to optimize our health. And then also important, if you haven't heard this, poor oral health may triple the risk of Alzheimer's disease. This is, we've always known that when there's problems in the mouth, there's problems with inflammation in the whole body. A recent study found that oral diseases associated with tooth loss more than tripled the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Y'all, this is big. So what happens, and they've found in people who've already died with Alzheimer's disease, looking at the plaques within the brain, that they find little bits of the kind of bacteria that we have in our teeth. And oral bacteria can break up that blood-brain barrier, that they can actually get through it and can create a stimulation for making amyloid beta. Which is that harmful protein that we get more and more of in our brains as we get older. Another interesting study. Oh, look, and I thought I'd be showing you these studies. Let me just see if I can find it. Okay, so they're all linked below, so you guys can check it out. But this is, okay, vitamin B12 and stem cells. So if y'all have heard of the one day when you need to fix something on your body, you'll harvest your own stem cells. They'll grow them in a little petri dish, putting in special factors. Well, they found that B12 is an important one of those factors in a recent study. So they're looking for the ways that we can get people's stem cells to grow and be more active. And getting adequate nutrition is really important for that. Those of you who are using the X39 patch, which can activate universal cells, it's really important that you get good nutrition, including copper, because we know that there's a important element of having adequate copper when you are using the X39 cell, because of some specific things it does in terms of shifting the body's processes. And you need adequate copper. Copper and zinc need to be taken together. That's the general principle, because if you give somebody a whole bunch of zinc, their copper level is going to go down, okay? And if you give somebody a whole bunch of copper, their zinc level is going to go down. They're like on a teeter-totter. So we take a balanced supplement, yeah, talk with your doctor about that. But know that B vitamins are also very important for making sure that you have the most regenerative capacity, right? We want you to have the ability to repair. And that's why, for those of you who have heard me talk about the phototherapy patches on here, they are a stimulus to let your body start to do what it knows how to do. It may have forgotten it or turned off some of those processes, but with the right nutrition, with the right sleep, with the right mindset, with the right types of stimulation, and phototherapy is one of those. That's why I love the X39 phototherapy patch. Are ways that you can help your body really optimize and feel better. And the last little thing that I want to mention is creatine. Is something that you can take as a supplement. Creatine could be a therapeutic target in Alzheimer's disease. There is a recent review article and suggesting that it may enhance cognitive function in older adults. I have personally started to take a creatine supplement. It needs more people studies, right? We see it in animals, we see that it's helpful, but because it's very safe, I think it is reasonable to add creatine. It helps you also build muscle. And this is this review article talking about how this might help Alzheimer's, and maybe we should look more closely at it. Okay, so this is in current developments in nutrition. And so that wraps up today's little science review. If you are interested in getting longevity tips, brain health tips, if you're interested in functional medicine, maybe you are a practitioner of some sort, an acupuncturist, a massage therapist, a family doctor, interested in giving people information about functional medicine, and you don't have the time, I'm here to help you guys, okay? And if you reach out to me by email, my email is below, clinic@feelgoodfunctionalmed. I'll show you a way that you can learn about it, and also your clients could benefit too. By being part of my Energy for Life community, you can get access to DIY courses on functional medicine that you could even share with your clients, right? You could share with your clients and be able to offer even more, right? And so here's the first tip for anybody who's wanting to add a touch of functional medicine into their whatever kind of healing practice it is. Handouts are just essential, guys. We really want to make sure people are doing those basic things, right? Meds, RX. Thank you, Brendan Burchard. So meditation, exercise, diet, relationships, and then maybe some supplements, right? Meds, RX. It's a great acronym that, I think it's been present in the coaching world a long time, but I did hear it when I was listening to the 6 Habits of Growth, Brendan Burchard. He's amazing, you guys. So if you're interested in starting into supporting your practice in a new way by giving lifestyle medicine, you have to start with handouts. If you need handouts or interested in getting some that you could give to your peeps, reach out to me. I can help you with that. And know that I'm here to help you guys feel better. All of you practitioners who are not taking care of yourselves, well, I'm talking right to you right now. It would be worth it for you and I to talk to see how I can encourage you to invest time in yourself, and see how you might be able to add a little bit of functional medicine in your practice. So you can just shoot me an email, okay? All right, and then anybody else who wants to do it for themselves, functional medicine for themselves, holistic medicine, you love that kind of stuff, also reach out to me, because the Energy for Life community is open to all of my customers and my brand partners who are using the phototherapy patches, the LifeWave phototherapy patches. All you guys can join the community, and any of my brand partners and their brand partners and their customers and their brand partners. So in my organization, you're all welcome to join, and you'll be getting tidbits like today's video. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. I'm going to end the stream. See you later.